Domestic violence is never okay. So if you ever want to come, this is the place you come in. Here's the entrance, and we're going to go inside.
Hi.
Hi, how are you?
Okay, come on in.
Were you expecting me?
Yes, I was.
Okay, so we're actually, introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Vivian St. Gis. I'm the Executive Director of Family Resource Center. We're here in Bunker Hill. Our work is domestic violence and sexual assault, and we also serve other victims of crime. And how can I help you today?
Well, today, actually, this is my second visit here. And I have to say the staff is definitely very on point. They are definitely Jennifer, my girl Jennifer over there, Vernon. Yeah, what's going on? This is the Family Resource Center, but let's go inside so we can kind of speak on domestic violence.
Okay. Have a seat. Yeah,
So it is domestic violence. I see you wearing your purple.
I am.
And the whole staff is wearing their purple.
You know, most of us wear purple every day this month.
So what exactly, how long have Family Resource Center been running?
We're going into our 34th year.
34th year.
Yes.
Wow.
We started off as a very small, kind of under the radar group where families were helping other families by hiding them in their homes when they were involved with domestic violence or sexual assault. So that's how we started. I have to give high 10 to persons like Edith Bourne and Dilsa Capdeville, who were some of the forerunners in getting Family Resource Center to not only just be a hideaway opportunity or help to victims, but also grew it to the place or the way we're able to serve today, because we have a variety of programs. And,
yes, you do.
Yeah,
and let me just say this: I called the police when it happened to me, and I wish I would have called here first because I got more response, more sensitivity, more just professionalism and courtesy and comfort and just love I felt when I called and I entered these doors a couple of days ago. So I thank you for that.
Well, that makes me feel really good about the team that we have
Listen,
here. I know that they're amazing, but it's really good to hear other people.
They are above and beyond amazing, okay? I'm telling you that. It's coming from SOLOVE herself, okay?
All right.
So I was at a time of need, and I spoke to your counselor and everything, and I wanted to know, as a victim myself, how often is it, and how is it very natural and very often and very normal for victims not to call the police, not to say anything?
It is unfortunately a common thing. It's common because victims, first of all, they feel ashamed of what's happened to them. They don't believe that persons are going to believe them, and their abusers often let them know that nobody's going to believe you.
Yes.
Who you got? Who going to believe you?
Yes.
And then while that's happening, you're trying to figure out what has happened to you, what you're going to do with it, what are you going to do with the information, what are you going to do with what you're feeling, and who actually is going to listen.
Yes.
And by the time it takes you to figure that out, it might be a day or 2 or 3 or a week.
Right.
And it might even get to the point where you decided, you know what, I'm not going to say anything, period. And it might be 2 years before you get the strength or you get some information that enlightens you that, you're still carrying this thing around and you need to do something about it.
You
so
feel
no,
guilty.
it's not uncommon.
As a victim, I felt guilty.
You felt guilty.
I didn't want to get him in trouble. I didn't want to expose myself. I didn't want to embarrass myself. I didn't want to embarrass him. But it's normal. It's normal for a victim to feel that way.
It is normal.
And no means no. A sexual assault from a partner, how often is that?
Well, let's just say this. We felt as the victim services community that the phrase marital rape needed to be entered into the VI code when it comes to domestic violence and sexual assault. So marital rape was not part of the language. And so just to say, if you can get raped as a married person, you surely can get raped as, with your intimate partner.
Wow.
So you're not exempt because you're married. You're not exempt because you are in a intimate or long-term relationship.
Right. No means no.
No means no.
No matter what.
No means absolutely not.
No. Okay, and so can you quickly, I know you have to go, quickly tell us what's going on today and tomorrow with the march and everything that's going on as far as what you're doing today here in St. Thomas and St. John. Quickly.
Yeah, well, this is Domestic Violence Awareness Month, and so we had a list of events going on, and today is our centerpiece of the month. It is across the territory considered Take Back the Night, and on St. Thomas, St. Croix, and St. John, we have marches going on, different types. On St. Croix, I know it's a silent march. On St. Thomas, it's an outcry march. So we start at 5:30 at Emancipation Garden, make our way up Government Hill. 5:30.
Okay.
So we want you to gather at 5. We're leaving at 5:30, and we're going to march up Government Hill and make our way down past the legislature and come on back to Emancipation Garden, where there'll be a program. There's also going to be a dance, secret little thing that we have going on, but it is important. It's the 1 Billion Rising presentation. We're going to have that at Emancipation Garden as well. In St. John, we're going to start at 5 o'clock. Our program starts at 5. We're going to have a few speakers. We're going to read some of the names of all of the names of the victims that have, or persons that have died as a result of domestic violence in our community. That number is up to about 67 in the last 30 years. That's not good, for a small community like ours, including infants, by the way. I have to say that.
Lord have
yes,
mercy.
and so we'll have the program on St. John, and then we'll have the March and Candlelight Vigil. On St. Thomas's program, March, Candlelight Vigil. St. John, it's program and Candlelight Vigil.
Okay, so can you give them a contact number for the place here, so they can contact them? Who should they call?
They can call
if they need assistance.
All right. Oh, well, if you want to call and hear more information, know how you can help, our number is 776-3966. If you want to call or need to call because you have been a victim, our number is 776-STOP. We make it easy. 776-STOP. Stop and know, they mean the same thing.
Yes.
That number, though, is 776-7867. But just keep that number in your mind, 776-STOP, 776-STOP. And that number you can call 24 hours a day, and there is a live person on the other end who can listen, who can guide you to the next step. We're just here. We're here 24 hours a day, 7 days a week.
Well, all I want to do is say thank you so much. As a
You're
victim
welcome.
myself of domestic violence and a sexual assault, I needed this, and I'm thankful for it. I'm thankful that it's here. So to who all is listening to this and watching this, please feel free to come to Family Resource Center and get some help, okay? Because they're here to help. And I'm definitely glad that I came, and I can't wait for the march today. Thank you for sitting with me today.
You're welcome. Thank you for your interest.
Thank
and
you
I'm
very
sorry
much.
about, the situation, but we're here.
Thank you so
we'll
much.
do what we can. We'll continue
I know
to do
you
what we
will.
can.
Thank you so
All right.
much.
You're welcome.
Okay,
Bye.
have a good one.
Thanks, you too.